really don't feel like doing this, man. That's just I would say it's just part of the game, isn't it? I mean, do you think everybody likes what they do? They just do it because they think it's what they're supposed to do. I don't know, maybe I should leave the house. Maybe I should leave the house. Because it's so stupid. I mean, what am I doing this for? I have so many already. What's the fucking point? You know, I'm just gonna do one. I'm really bored. I'm really so incredibly bored by myself. And I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I don't want to draw things that I drew already. Every time I draw something, it's still different. It still annoys me. I can't even say why. Like, why am I so full of hate? What is all of this? What is this? Why am I drawing this? Why do I not feel like it? I mean, isn't this supposed to be nice? Isn't this supposed to be my dream? Isn't this supposed to be what I chose? I mean, I feel like someone chose me, and because of that I have to do all these things. Well, at the same time I do them because I want to, because I could have chosen every time to do something else. And here I am, right? Every time I'm doing the same shit over and over again, hoping that, you know, it will make me a better man, or it will turn me into someone else. Just don't get it anymore. Yeah, whatever. I just think it's stupid. I just think it's weird. I can't say that I really like humans. I think I wish I was an animal or something. And maybe I am. I just wish I was a bird. Outside, flying around, just looking for nuts or something. Because everything else is just so strange. So weird. Everything is always so different. Everything is always so wobbly. And nothing I do really makes a difference. Alright, that's just how I feel. And I can't say what's gonna happen. You know, I'm starting to smile again, and that's as weird as hating it. Because what is this? And maybe it's not my place to question what it is and to just capture it. To just show, you know, how I'm doing these things, and well, what's the point of that? I mean, how could anyone benefit of me just recording this random shit? Because that's what it is, it's just random shit. And apparently there are people who have to do things like this because, right, humans want art, you know, and I give it to them. Only it doesn't look like they want it, right? They always scream for art and they say they like art, but if somebody comes and, you know, paints an image and there's something with anti-Semitism, everybody just gets angry at it. Yeah, of course. Because it still exists. They just don't want to see it. They just don't want to look at it. You know, I feel as much as a Jew as everyone else. Because we're all being discriminated against. And why does everybody have to take such a huge piss? I mean, if you still feel guilty about what happened in the Second World War, then maybe you should just learn to deal with it. I mean, that's just how I see it. You know, this artist drew something. Yeah. And it's a form of transformation. Don't you get it? Don't you know what artists do? You know, of course, in a way it's fun, right? To make people angry, to just trigger them a little, to just see what's gonna happen. You know, I could draw a swastika into this thing now, but what's the point? I mean, that's just what people want, so that they can get angry at it, you know. In 200 years' time, they're gonna get angry about other things, right? They're probably gonna get angry about, you know, I don't know what. You know, like forced medical treatments, you know, without going into this too much, but I mean, is nobody doubting what we're doing at the moment? You know, they look at humanity is just boring. They're so boring. All they want to do is just, you know, get drunk, shoot people, watch movies, forget about life, sit at home, go to work, drive a car, buy all this crap, you know, accept treatments that make no sense, you know, like, yeah, you know, go get your hip replacement, you know. You could have also done something else. You could have changed your diet, but you just, yeah, nobody told me how to. Yeah, because it's self-responsibility. You have to ask these questions. And the world around you is like, you know, how does it say? It's like living inside a mouth or something. You know, being watched by everyone. It's like, ah. So maybe that's me. And all these spikes are just, you know, daggers of anger trying to poke me. You know, that's how I feel like I live. You know, everybody's so making sure I stay where I am. And if I don't, you know, I'm gonna get shit for it. And people have made it clear, right? Like so clear. You're unwelcome here. And I'm trying to understand it. Well, I understand it because their lies are just too much for them. I don't know. I just gave up into doing this thing, whatever this is, right? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know what this is? You know, I don't think I'm supposed to know anything. You just do what you can do. And I mean, I don't really get it, why people do what they do. And I don't understand why I do what I do. But I do it. So whatever you do, just do it. And then maybe something's going to come out of it. But how do you know? I mean, how would you know? How would you know? I don't know why, but this looks kind of like nature to me. Get your own nature back, right? Looks a bit like pride. So sure, I could ask myself, why am I so full of stuff? Why do I sit down to draw it? And why does doing the things I used to do it not work anymore? Well, because I've changed. And I think these times where I was sitting here listening to Chris Webby having a good time drawing, they're just over. And that's hard to understand. Really hard to understand. I mean, harder to understand than anything else. Where does life come from? Well, blow me. I mean, who knows? It's too complicated. So just accept, apparently, that I'm stuck in this. That I have to do it for no other reason than that I can. You know, why did I study environmental protection? So I can sit here and make art. Well, the reason I'm making art is because I wanted to draw attention to... But it's work, right? And it's also homework. And the better I'm gonna get at this, I don't know, the better I'm gonna feel about doing it. But at the same time, the better I get, the more boring it gets, because it just feels like it's all the same. While it's all so different. I mean, I've never drawn anything like that. I just know it, you know. I know which images I've already drawn, which doesn't mean I remember them all the time, but in a way I do. And in the end, it's just that question you have to ask. And you see, I'm making the most of things, right? This was one image, I already finished it, so I turned it around. And so yeah, sure, I use paper and I use materials to record this content and to make art, to find some kind of meaning. You know, why do you think I'm alone in my cave? So that people can't like... And so I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should get a close shave, but I also like my beard. But I also feel awkward with it sometimes. But to me, close shaves are just too annoying to maintain. I mean, if you want to keep that look, first of all, it's terrible for your skin. And then it just takes all this stuff. So